Hey there, cats and kitties. I am the Blues Man, Johnny Blues, and with this video I'll be discussing my thoughts on episode 12 of the anime series Kamisama no Inai Nichiyoubi. And of course, this is the finale episode for the series, and it was just tremendous as far as I'm concerned, because of course we're picking up where we left off with D having just overheard the conversation between Alice and I about his not wanting, no matter what the sacrifice, to reset this time loop world that they're all trapped in as of current. And D has resolved very ominously and forebodingly to go ahead and instigate, its resetting, to the point where she sets up a meeting with I and Alice later, the following day, and asks I to be there to sort of, I guess, be her moral support kind of thing. But she has no intention of showing up at all. She's actually trying to bide her time, get Alice and I off the grounds, the school grounds, into the basketball court so she can go to the classroom and shoot one of her fellow classmates who's in that time loop, completely unaware of it. She can turn the tide as far as making them all remember the day where she apparently allegedly died. And this is where it really gets tremendous, because of course there's a humongous twist in that it wasn't her who died after all. It was actually Alice. He had tried to save her and fell in her stead, so that, when the classroom was looking out that window down at that body, it wasn't Dee's body. She had confused the memory. And this, I believe, goes to kind of explain why she's been a spirit in the outside world. Alice could kind of sort of leave because his physical form was outside that world. However, everyone else in it probably would have only amounted to being spirits if they were aware enough to break free of it, because of course they're actually contained within that time loop physically. And it just speaks to the bond between Dee and Alice, that of course, he did what he could to save her life, even at, exhausting his own. And now we see a turn of character where he's basically willing to sacrifice himself in those final moments as Dee's trying to reset this whole time loop. He understands, oh my God, it was me who died, and I'm okay with that. I need to free this world. I need to free everyone in it. And of course, you have I, after all of the people in the class and most of the people who've been brought into this time loop world, sort of unwittingly by Alice over that 14-year stretch that it's been in existence. Once they've all escaped, I wants nothing more than to save Alice, to have her cake and eat it too, as I've said previously. And she manages to do it. She uses whatever that gift of hers is as an observer, as Alice, basically tells her. She has this ability. She's the final observer in the world that bridges that gap between Gravekeeper, the sort of paranormal, and the human. And it's just astounding to me that by the end, you get really emotional with that rocking understanding that Alice is about to sacrifice himself and evaporate into the mists of Avalon once and for all. And she manages to pull him out of it. And I almost have to wonder, because of course you see the grave at the end and it says Alice, if the misspelling of his name has something to do with preserving his life, maybe? I don't know. But the fact that he managed to be saved by I, and of course he's kind of miffed by it, in the end. But of course, everyone is free. The world has been saved effectively by I. And in a manner of speaking, while it's not her grandiose goal that she set out with, she managed to still achieve that same goal that she had on some level. And, this entire series has just been phenomenal from beginning to end, with one episode only that was really kind of dip. Every single one of them kept me riveted with new aspects to the mythology of this series, and it's one that I will definitely remember for all time. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below what you thought of this series, if you've watched it from beginning to end, if you were rocked many times over as I was with, twists and turns and aspects to the mythology of the series within the universe, as much as I was. And otherwise, I hope this video finds you well, and I'll catch you later. Peace.